Hello, I'm John Konzerski, President and CEO of Evolv Technologies. Joining me here today is Chris Kutzer, our new Chief Financial Officer. We're pleased to be able to share this business update following the release of our Q1 financial results and our Q1 earnings call. Before we go into that, I want to talk a little bit about Chris. Chris and I met during my time at Motorola Solutions, but we never actually worked together while we were both there. We got to know each other better through some time we spent at the University of Illinois on some talent development initiatives. Chris, before we start, can you introduce yourself a little bit more regarding your experience and background and talk about what drew you to Evolv?
You bet. Thanks, John. Pleasure to be here. First of all, what brought me to Evolv was the opportunity. What a high growth company that Evolv has shown itself to be, with incredible technology doing work that matters. So that was certainly part of the appeal. I've been in finance for over 25 years, the last 6 years as a public company CFO for a high growth company as well. And one of the interesting things there, I did some work at my last company on maturing systems and processes to help a high growth company mature and scale that business. And I think that could serve Evolv well also as we look to drive improved profitability from here. So excited to be here. The people I've met at Evolv are very, very impressive. So we've got something special going on here. I'm excited to be part of it.
Well, we're really excited to have you here as well, Chris. We're also thrilled to be once again current in terms of our financial filings.
Yes.
We just completed the first quarter as a collective new leadership team, Q1 2025. Chris, can you walk our investors and the listeners through our financial results in Q1?
You bet. So for Q1, it was a good start to the year for 2025. We posted revenue of $32 million, up 44%. So again, a strong start, but it's worth contextualizing that 44%. It was against a particularly weak compare in the year ago period, and there were some one-time benefits. But nonetheless, we should feel very good about that revenue start. It was our second quarter of positive Adjusted EBITDA in a row. Ended the quarter, Q1, with $35 million in cash and no debt.
As you look at the growth of Evolv Technology, what excites you?
One of the most exciting parts of that growth is that it's underpinned by the recurring revenue nature of our install base. We've got over 6,600 units deployed, a lot of different customers that are using Evolv. In Q1, over 50% or about 50% of our revenue and units that we sold came from existing customers. So they're voting to not just continue with, but expand their investment with the security and the solutions that we're providing.
During our earnings call, we talked a little bit about our outlook. Can you summarize that?
So for 2025, we're expecting revenue growth between 20 and 25% for the year. That's underpinned with a full year of positive Adjusted EBITDA. And we expect that Adjusted EBITDA to be in the low to mid single digits. One of the things that gives us confidence when we think about that outlook is, again, the recurring nature of our subscription business. So as an example, when we entered the year, January 1st of this year, we had about 78% of our revenue already secured with those existing customers. That's a very powerful platform that we have here at Evolv.
Absolutely. And that's what we're focused on, continuing to grow into the future, grow the number of subscriptions that we have out there. Chris, as we look ahead, what other opportunities do you see in our financial model?
You mentioned earlier today our CPO program, a chance for us to take renewal opportunities with customers as they look to upgrade from Gen 1 to Gen 2, and also reach new markets for customers that are looking for something different. And that CPO program is one part of that excitement. But when we think about longer term, the last time that this business had put out long-term profitability targets was about 2 years ago, 2023. The prior management had targeted 10 to 15% EBITDA. You and I are early in our tenure, but one of the things we mentioned, and we'll come back to, is we think there's far more operating leverage in this business. We have work to do. We're going to focus on profitability and scale and cash. But we will visit later in an updated investor day, revisiting our opportunities with that efficiency and long-term operating leverage to this business.
In closing, as I look forward, my optimism for Evolv Technology continues to grow. I want to thank all of our customers, in particular the schools that are now wrapping up their school year and looking forward to what's next. We wish them the best. And our customers across healthcare, sports and entertainment, and industrial workplaces. Your trust and your commitment to us, it's not lost on us what it is that we do and the role that we play in your operations. And we hold that trust sacred. Thank you very much for doing business with Evolv. Thank you and have a great day.